Joe Biden said he's going to get rid of cancer during his term in office. After that, he's going to get rid of Virgos, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Capricorn.
Yeah, definitely get rid of the bull because, we got to get rid of those hamburgers. I guess Capricorn, too. That's goat. That's a meat, right? Yeah. If you could sum up his speech to Congress the other night, it would be free stuff, good. Cancer, bad. The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. This week, remembering the wise words of Martin Lamazny, the Mahatma of the West End. Never write if you can speak, never speak if you can nod, never nod if you can wink. To which we would offer the following addendum: don't ever, ever, ever tweet.
Lovey, I have no problem banning hamburgers. In fact, the last time I came in contact with one of those hideous things was when I pretended to eat one at Wendy's with that phony John Edwards. Let's ban this mess hall meat to save the environment, provided, of course, that we grant an exception for the filet mignon at the Chanticleer.
There's a story in a great book about Boston. It's called The Proper Bostonians by Cleveland Amory. It's from the 1940s. It's about all the rich Yankees on Beacon Hill. And so during World War II, apparently one of the dowagers, who'd always been living in this bubble, with nothing but rich people and the old Mayflower crowd, she went down to Tremont Street and was sitting at the counter, and she saw somebody eating a sandwich, and the waiter came up to her and said, the counter guy said, "Yeah, what do you have, ma'am?" And she said, "I'll have one of those fried meat sandwiches like that gentleman is eating." And the counterman did a double take and said, "Hey, Joey, come over here and look at this broad who don't know what a hamburger is." That's John Kerry is probably related to that woman. Maybe that was his mother.
Joy Behar and Joy Reid. To make a long story short, never name your kid Joy.
Yeah. No. There is no joy in Mudville.
Whether it's a speech or a debate, Joe always starts out sounding great. But when the drugs they've given plugs begin to wear off, they've sealed their fate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually pretty amazing that he didn't do multiple events today. The Today Show appearance was taped earlier yesterday, and they played it today. So I guess he did one event today, and that was the one in Philly, as he calls it.
Now that the Bidens are getting a cat, how long will it be before we see a picture of Hunter in a White House bathtub smoking catnip?
Come on, that's kind of a stretch. More likely it would be Joe chasing the cat around trying to grab its tail.
Parmesan cheese isn't a stretch. I'd say catnip's a likely possibility.
I don't know.
Charlie Parker here. As many of you know, I got my second shot and I had a little bit of pain in my arm. But I realize for most of you, I've been a giant pain in your, a little lower than your arm.
Yes, indeed you have, Mr. Charlie Bacon.
Yeah, so when is Joe Biden going to address the 58 gender wage gaps we have now?
I don't like that hate speech. There's 73 genders. Haven't you seen the updated list of genders? Facebook is going to be canceled for only saying there's 57 or 58. By the way, Charlie Parker today, he was so enthralled by the Patriots draft pick that he went on for close to 2 minutes of jock sniffing talk, like he was the host of a piss poor sports talk show on Shillville radio. Just went on and on and on. He is such a front runner. It's just, he is so intolerable. There's no way he runs for governor again. You know what? This would be the fourth race for governor because he lost the first one. Three were more than enough. No moss, Governor Parker Bacon.
Hola. Thank you for calling La Migra. For green cards, press 1. To go on welfare and get free government housing, press 2. To get your free copy of Kamala Harris's children's book, press 3.
Now they're saying there was only one of those children's books down at the border. It still made the point, didn't it? Cam on in. A really good New York Post headline.
Can I have the White House cat in the death pool?
What happens if? We'll talk with Dr. Matt about this problem. I mean, isn't it always risky to bring a cat into a dog household, especially if the dog is out of control?
Howie, Joe Biden calling. Come on, man. I'm still upset about the Academy Awards. Anthony Hopkins might be a talented young man, but the award should have gone to Douglas Fairbanks for Zorro. He wore a mask, man. I mean it.
That's true. That's true. He's referring, of course, to Douglas Fairbanks Sr., who he's more familiar with than Douglas Fairbanks Jr., who would be about 100 years old today.
In the immortal words of Joe Biden, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ding-dang, walla walla bing bang.
Ting tang walla walla bing bang. Yes, that's Joe Biden. He of the slipping dentures and the slipping other parts of his body.
That was your last Chump Line message. Thank you for calling Howie Carr, you chump.
All right, that's it for the Chump Line today. The Chump Line is the recorded voicemail message service of the Howie Carr Show. You can leave your message anytime between the hours of 1 and 4 Eastern Time every weekday here on the Howie Carr Show. The Chump Line number, if you'd like to leave such a message, 844-500-4242, 844-500-4242. Press 2 for the Chump Line. Leave your message. We may or may not play it at this time each weekday. If you didn't hear your message or you just want to hear more Chump Line messages, we have a second feature, Chopped Chumps, the messages that didn't make the broadcast version. We post Chopped Chumps at around 7 o'clock Eastern every weekday evening. Get Chopped Chumps wherever you get your Howie Carr Show podcasts. The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. This week, remembering the wise words of Martin Lamazny, the Mahatma of the West End of Boston: never write if you can speak, never speak if you can nod, never nod if you can wink. That line is also attributed to Governor Earl Long of Louisiana. And to which we would offer the following addendum: don't ever, ever, ever tweet.
Charlie Parker here. As many of you know, I got my second shot, and I had a little bit of pain in my arm. But I realize for most of you, I've been a giant pain in your, well, a little lower than your arm.
Yes, you have, Charlie. But we're so happy that you're excited about the Pats #1 draft choice. I'm Howie Carr.
Be a part of the show. Call 844-500-4242. And mind your manners.
People lose teeth talking like that. If you want to hang around, you'll be polite.
The Howie Carr Show will return in a moment.